West. Yeah. I like it.
Wow, Deputy
Rose City Goat. Quote.
What up, man?
Yo, what up?
Yeah, so been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So we're doing another episode.
A lot of shit going on.
A lot of shit going on in the world,
Yep.
in our world.
Yep.
But what's been up, man? You know, I gotta.
Now listen to me, little bitch. I'm gonna ask you some real simple questions and I want some real simple answers.
You a real simple motherfucker too.
Yeah. So what's been up with you, man?
Yeah.
We switched it up a little bit. We had to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of moving going on. A lot of rooms getting taken apart. A lot of furniture moving around and out.
So if you didn't know, my boy Andre
Yeah.
about to move,
Got to move.
leaving California, man.
Yeah, I've been out here 16 years. 16 years, it's time to go.
16 years.
16 years, gotta go. Gotta go. It's time to go on the road.
So where you going?
Vegas. Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah, man.
it's official now.
It's official tissue. You know, got the job lined up. Got, of course you already know. Got the house out there. Everything's set up already. You just got to get there. That's all it is now.
Yeah, man, I'm kind of excited for you, man. I know how established you are out there already, and we had multiple conversations about you moving out there, and I always tell myself I might be right behind you.
Oh man.
So
It
Tell
was
me-
just perfect. It was just perfect timing. I've reached a point where I felt like I've plateaued here, and I'm ready to move my life to the next step and in the next level, and I have to leave in order to do that.
there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I don't think. I mean, I feel that Vegas is my next stomping ground
Yeah.
after after my son graduates high school, because
Vegas aligns with my whole life, period, and my mentality and how I carry myself, with the level of bravado that I have and the way that I like to encourage and to be encouraged. I think it's gonna be very, very good for me, very good for my family.
and so what is the reason why you're moving to Vegas?
My
You
story-
said that you plateaued.
Yeah. At work, I've just outgrown the people. Not necessarily the people that I work with. I love those people. The people in my vicinity, right? All those people are great. It's just outside of them. I think I've outgrown everybody there, and where I want to go and take my career and where I want to go and take my life. I just didn't I went for a couple of positions and I just wasn't getting the feedback that I felt was right, really. And then that type of feedback from me and people not knowing exactly what's going on and where they want to be and in turn that gets put on me. Nah, that's not me. I'm not a sit around and wait guy. I'm not a sit around and let you tell me where I should be like, even though, you might be in my eyes below me,
I will have to
So-
give you credit, because you said you were going to do it and you were doing it.
Yeah.
This is, to me, if I was in your shoes, I'd be scared.
Nah.
I would be scared, just
Shit.
uprooting, leaving everything, and then just, I mean, you're not starting fresh, but you are starting fresh.
Man, all the growth happens in the wintertime, that's the best time to make things happen, in the winter. And I'm not talking about the weather. I'm talking about in times where it seems like it's not the right opportune time. We can't sit around and keep waiting for the time that we feel like is the right time. We got to make that time. And that's what I'm doing.
What do you think is your outlook going forward? I mean,
Yeah.
because you also got to think that a lot of things are going to change for you, you know,
Yeah.
like a new opportunity, a new job, you know,
Yeah.
you're not far, but I mean, you got to plan things out more now. So
Yeah. I think I've been planning this for a long time. I've been planning for a long time inside of my head and the words that I speak out into the universe, how I lead the people that I'm leading right now, and how I lead myself when nobody's there. You know, so honestly, like it doesn't matter what my feelings are going initially, right? It's all about what I'm gonna do with those feelings. So I don't feel scared at all, right? I'm going into something that I'm gonna be in a learning phase with, right? But the opportunity and for me to better my wealth is much greater than where I'm at.
and another thing that I've noticed too is that if you look at, we don't have any drinks.
Yeah.
So like you're really taking your next step very seriously.
Yeah.
Every time that I hit, I'm not drinking. And I'm not a big drinker.
Yeah.
I only drink when I'm over here. And I mean, this is, to me, it's uncharted territory. Like coming over here and not having a drink in my hand.
Man, 100%. Like everybody knows me. I love to have a good time. I love to drink. I love to, you know, I'm that video on Instagram. You know, the dude saying the voiceover. He's like, this was me 10 years ago, and this is me today. I'm still doing all that shit. Gang, gang, bitch. Yeah, bro, that's me. They got shit. Whoever made that was probably looking at my life when they was making that dumb ass shit. But, man, I just been doing so much more reading. I read 4 books this month, and honestly, like I started just taking myself more seriously. And I think that when I had alcohol in my system, in my body, and in my hand, I wasn't able to do that. You know, so I feel real good without it. I'm in the gym a lot longer of my day, and I'm still going every day, but I'm in there a lot longer now. You know, so I was going maybe like hour and a half before. Now I'm in that like 2.5, 3 hours. You know, just in there, just getting and working and putting all the things that are in my mind into my body. That's it.
And that was you think that was the first step? Like the alcohol?
Yeah.
That was your first step?
I think that was my first step in my no step program. You know, so I don't have like it was kind of like if I'm gonna get back into the gym, or I'm not get back in the gym, I'm gonna go harder in the gym. And when I come out of the gym, like I feel so much more progressed and accomplished that I don't want to ruin that work by putting those calories back in my body that I just burnt.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm seeing everything is so much more with more clarity, right? Less emotion, because I was angry for a little bit. I was angry for a while actually about the whole just work situations, you know, with me and with others. And I wear my heart on my sleeve. So and it's something I can't back down on. I can't not do it. Like literally, if I don't get out everything in my mind and then on my heart, it physically bothers me. So with that, I was just very, very upset about how I was being treated or how I was being handled. You know, so I'm a big proponent on if you ain't happy somewhere, quit. That's what I'm doing.
That's exactly what you did, man. And
Yeah.
and I'm gonna miss you, man. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like
I ain't going forever.
But it's a difference between
it's a $50 plane ride on Spirit.
True.
On Spirit, I hate Spirit.
I'm not.
by the
I don't
way.
think I'll be flying.
Hey, I'm not plugging Spirit. If anything, somebody need to do something about that company and make them better. Like if anything, but
It's a
but that $50, you know,
you
can't beat that.
Yeah, it's 45-minute flight, but it's more like, hey, I'm about to go to Andre's house
Yeah.
and then be there, you know, type of stuff. Now I got to be a little bit planned out. So I made a commitment to myself. Every time that we were supposed to link up, I'm gonna go to the gym. So I'm going to Andre's house. I'm actually gonna go to the gym. So I was over
Proud of
here.
you.
I was up, huh?
I said I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of myself. So
Yeah.
once you are gone officially, that's gonna be my routine.
Nah, fuck that. Start tomorrow.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I got to tell you exactly how I'm doing. Like, bro, there is no time to wait for it. If you just start doing it, and then it's gonna go. That's it. Like don't wait till I'm gone. Get into the mode while I'm here, and then when I'm gone, there's nothing to get into. You already have your routine, and you already have your organization going for your day.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm here at least once a week. So if I tell myself I'm going to Andre's house, that means me going to the gym. At least it's once a week. It's still more than what I was doing before.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I mean, I blame myself. Like I got a gym membership. I haven't been to the gym since the last time we went. And I mean,
A lot of gyms want that. That's why.
Yeah.
You ever
Membership, yeah.
You ever get an email from the gym saying, "Hey, we haven't seen you in a while. Come on in." Hell no. Because as soon as they start sending those reminder emails, you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, I got this membership.
I'm about to cancel
Man, let me
it.
cancel this shit. So I
Yeah.
got this extra $30 for the club."
I'm definitely not going to cancel it, and
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to commit to if I'm going to going to Andre's house and I'm going straight to the gym.
Hey, bro, once a week is a start. You know?
It is a start. These it's funny because when I look at videos like that of these girls always like, posing, doing this, I just want to see what their background looks like or what their room looks like or what they're driving because what they're showing you on social media isn't what you're seeing behind the scenes.
That's
if
true.
you think about it,
That's
right?
true.
Just like she probably has an OnlyFans, all this stuff, but she got 2 kids. Like you don't know that she got 2 kids on social media.
Yeah, a lot of them do.
So
You know what's funny about OnlyFans? I don't subscribe to it, but I've seen some things, and especially the ones that be letting dudes like smash them on their OnlyFans. They always getting smashed by some dusty ass big belly dude.
yeah,
Like you be like, man, she bad, and you go see the video and it's some whack ass dude smashing, and you like, what? I thought I might have got turned down if I would have tried to holler at her. Now you know for a fact that you wouldn't have.
I'll be honest
Or
with
if
you.
she did.
I've not seen somebody on OnlyFans. If I want to go see OnlyFans, I just go on Pornhub, type in their shit, and their shit's on Pornhub.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, cool. There goes your tip of the
Hey,
day.
shit, tip of the day.
You don't want to
Shit.
spend those $25 a month or whatever it is. Just go on Pornhub. They're probably on
or Reddit or Reddit. Bro, I'm telling you right now, one of the little nerd homies put me on Reddit probably like earlier this year. Cause I mean, I'm young, but I don't know how to use none of that stuff. Like I don't know how to use Snapchat. I don't know how to use I've never been on any of these these little apps, right? And even if I was on the app, my whole thought process behind these apps is you're only talking to them to smash. So if somebody's talking about something other than smashing, I feel like we're misusing the application.
True.
You know what I mean? Like,
Very true.
oh, I like to Netflix and chill. We all know what that means. That don't mean watching Netflix. It means you put something on and within 5 minutes y'all smashing. You ain't even 30 minutes into the movie and that movie's off. You done, or that person's already leaving. You know what I'm saying?
The whole Netflix and chill type of thing is just to get somebody to come over.
Oh, 100%.
That's all. Like
100%.
that's a "Are you up?" text. That's it.
Basically, and you
Like-
probably logged into your ex's freaking account and shit.
Yeah, it's simple as like, hey, you want to watch some Netflix? Like if I text you that, you know what's up.
Yeah, hey, what we watching? I don't know. We just gonna press shuffle.
Have you seen this TV show? Like, no. All right, let me just put it on.
Yeah, we
Even though
gonna
I
put
already
on.
watched it,
Or I haven't even seen not one bit of this thing.
or I've seen every single episode, so I know what's going on. So I'm not even.
Yeah, I know you ain't gonna be super into it because you do have no clue what it is. Like no one sits down at Netflix and chill and be like, hey, you know what I really want to watch? The Lion King, or you know what I mean, a movie that you know for a fact that y'all gonna be into that everybody love. The first Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I
You know what I'm
haven't
saying?
seen that
Nobody,
shit. Yeah,
nobody putting that on.
yeah.
Putting
So,
on the hunt.
so the hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just put that on. That shit was. It was
Yeah,
alright.
that shit was
It's kind of comedy.
That shit, yeah.
But man, like on a serious note, man, like I don't know what I'm gonna do now that you leaving. Like
Shit, I know what you're gonna do, bro. You're gonna turn the fuck up. That's your only option.
I mean it in more of a, because I don't have too many friends in San Diego that like I hang around. Like I have friends out here and stuff like that, but you know we hang out every once in a while, but it isn't the same type of
Yeah.
atmosphere to say. You know,
I know what you mean.
this is more of a like when I come over here, it's more like bros,
Yeah.
bros time.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
we don't go to the club or anything like that, but like
Hell
we
no.
out here and
No,
we
we went-
conversating.
No, we went to the bar how many times? Like twice, maybe once. I know one time for
Once.
sure.
That was it.
Yeah, we only went to the bar one time.
Yeah, and then we went to go eat at 356. And that was
Yep,
it.
yep, that was it.
That was it.
We didn't really do
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah, everything was
about
done
type
here.
shit. Yeah,
What do we? Yeah, everything was here.
yeah. We don't do too much out of the
Yeah,
about shit.
and that's all for me. That's all that I need. And then some I do have some friends here, but they live kind of far, and I can't really do that because
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm not trying to try back or
Right.
you know it isn't the same. And then this whole setup, like they're not with this shit. You know, like this. I guess we're gonna be packing this shit up and taking it on the road.
Yeah, we on the
Excuse
road. We expanding. We global with it. You know, so I'm excited for what I'm doing. I'm gonna be master of my own destiny. I'm gonna show my work ethic, right? Because I just feel like where we at currently, right? It don't matter. Your work ethic don't matter. I feel like you're not rewarded for how hard you work, or at least in a way that makes sense. And the wrong people is telling you what you is or what you ain't, or what you could be. You know, like
I agree with you, man. I just
just
feel
don't-
that people have their own agenda, and it doesn't really include you. You know,
Yeah.
But
it don't include you because it don't include you not because you're not worthy. It don't include you just because you're just not you're not like minded in that way, right? But that way isn't superior. It isn't winning. It isn't the best, you know. And honestly, that's all I want to be. That's all I've ever wanted to be. I just want to be known as the best at whatever I'm doing, you know. So like, and some people might hear that and be like, "Oh man, like, you know, like that's impossible." For you, that shit's impossible. For me as a person, I think that everything is possible. Then it's just a thing that I'm working towards. You know what I'm saying? It's just a goal that I'm working towards. I don't wake up every day to make it to the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's not my mentality. I wake up every day to be better than I was the day before. Shit, I'm trying to be better than I was 5 minutes ago. You know? So like that's it. Every time I go in the gym, whatever workout I'm doing, I'm adding 20 pounds. I'm adding 20 pounds to whatever I did last week or a couple days ago, depending on the work, or depending on the muscle group, right?
Yeah.
So is every day I'm trying to is compound interest.
And
You know what I'm saying?
Anywhere you go, man, like you're gonna motivate anybody around you to be their better self. Like that's
all
one
I
thing
want.
that's one thing that you know that I love about being around you, man. Like, cause like it rubs off on people.
Yeah.
That shit rubs off on people. So like people have always gravitated towards you, when
Yeah.
they're around you. So like
That shit don't even be on purpose.
no, it's just who you are,
Yeah.
and it's amazing, and whoever it's around you, they're lucky. They're lucky to have you in their life,
Thank you, brother.
You know?
that
And that-
really
that just-
humbles a person.
And
you
I'm
know?
just saying this because like you know, I've never really said it before, but like, you know, like I consider you one of my brothers, like for real. Like you're one of my brothers, and I'm gonna miss you, you know,
You one of mine.
and you know, it ain't that far. I know it ain't that far,
What?
and I'm excited. Like I'm excited to take that trip, take the shit,
Yup.
and then just do it. You know,
You gonna see me at these Raider games in the pool. I'll be
hell.
they gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be some broadcaster that be like, oh, look at this, we got people hanging in the pool, and then you just see me, yeah.
So are you gonna be a Raiders fan when you move out there? Are you one of those fans, like wherever you live at, you root for the team that you live at?
I think it's important that when you move somewhere, you live anywhere, is that you support locally, right? Just like you support your local gym, you support your local liquor store, you support, you know what I mean?
So it's a yes or no.
It's a yeah. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
support the
gosh.
fuck out there. Yes, you know what I mean? Like shit, they took my Chargers. They took my Chargers and they moved them to L.A. And then now you made me drive. You made me drive 2 hours to go see the Chargers. But you know now I live 15 minutes away from the Strip. I'm going to the game. I've been to, bro, as you know, I go to Vegas like 28 times a year. So I seen the stadium be nothing. I remember when it was just a sign on the ground. And then I seen every stage of the stadium growing. And then I love the UFC.
Yeah.
You know, I love fighting, so I'm definitely gonna be at like every fight that I can go to, especially since they have a lot of fights in Vegas. And then I got my man Bruce Buffer announcing the Raiders. Come on,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I'm definitely gonna
That's
go
a-
out there and catch some games.
that's a-
Definitely,
Bro, that's
Definitely.
a big dream. I
That shit looks
I
like
want
the fucking-
Bruce Buffer to call me on my birthday. I want him to call me when I'm having a kid and introduce him. You know what I mean? We here, breathing. You know what I mean? Bro, like when that shit happened and you see people in the stadium kicking their feet in some pool water, walking around with their drinks and stuff, having a good time, like it's a casino, but it's a damn football game. How awesome is that? And then they just they got Resort World, right, where they got like 300,000 TVs and projectors up, and then also sitting in front of a bunch of pools. I'm a pool guy.
Yeah, I got.
You know
I
what I
gotta.
mean?
I gotta get my
You gotta
go to Andre's house
shit.
for next summer. So I'm out there. I'm in the pool with you.
You gotta start going to the gym more than one time a week. But
Tell
hey,
me about it.
bro, you be out there, you take your shirt off, somebody's like, wah, wah, wah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because you know what?
agree
You know what
with
I
you.
say?
I agree with you.
There's always gonna be somebody that looks worse.
You know what?
It's true. You go to the beach. If you go to the beach, there's always somebody that looks worse than you. That's what I've been telling all like my lady friends or whatever. Let's go to the beach. Oh no, I was like, trust me. I guarantee you there's gonna be another woman at the beach that looks worse than you.
And be super confident about it.
And don't
too.
give a fuck.
And
So
don't give a fuck.
that goes to all of y'all. Y'all feel uncomfortable going to the beach. There's always gonna be somebody that looks worse than you at the beach.
Bruh. You know, like you see this like the big sloppy girls, and then you like, oh man, she looking sloppy, but she got a dude hanging on her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't hate on her. You can't hate on her because she obviously got something. Somebody like, shoot, maybe she's just a super down chick, and he saw through all that, and he was just like, man, like I ain't never had a girl treat me this good. You know, and then he hugging up on her.
Or they
And
they
you
know
sitting
the
over
same
there-
thing that I know,
and you
that
sitting
somebody's
over there
gonna look
hating.
worse than them because there's always somebody that looks worse than them.
Yeah. Imagine, hate to be the worst person. You know what I mean? Like when you look down and look down, there's nobody worse than me. You know what I mean? But hey, even still, hold your head high, because at the end of the day, your confidence is gonna drive you on anything. You know, and if somebody tells you that you arrogant, if somebody tells you that that you're too much, shit, I'm in the wrong place. You have to look at your situation. I look at my situations daily, right? For some people, that might be too much, right? They can't handle the anxiety of looking at something every day. But you have to be your worst critic. You have to be your best and worst critic at all times, right? If you sometimes somebody say like a little comment, and I'll be like, Okay, like let me adjust myself in these situations with at least this person, right? Like sometimes that comment might be like, you talking shit, you just talk shit, just like, man. Somebody might say, man, like you always want somebody to look at you or something, or man, you just like, nah, bitch. I don't want everybody to look at me. I just don't want everybody just sitting here not talking, and then all of a sudden people start pulling out their goddamn phones, and then we become less connected with each other because we rather talk to somebody that ain't here, but we didn't invite that person where we at, or that person wasn't invited to where we at. Why are we talking to people that's not where we at? You know, I'm just trying to keep people from pulling out their phones.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You know,
I never looked at it that way. I think that's I like that.
That's why I don't like silence in a room of people. Like, why the hell did we all come over here to get together and to be quiet or to be on our phones? Then why the hell we together? I could have did this at home.
Yeah.
I could have talked to you from my phone, from the group text. You know?
Yeah.
Why'd you make me this sounds stupid, but why'd you make me take a shower to come over here? I could have stayed my dirty ass in my freaking sweatpants and farting and shitting, you know what I'm saying, at home. I'm over here clenching my ass cheeks all hard because I got a fart. Because I don't want people to be looking at me like I'm a disgusting asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't bro, like the phones, all that shit, like is separating us. People acting like they don't want to be around people that are successful or want to talk about success. Like those people, all they're doing is telling the world like, hey, I don't have a lot to be proud of, and I don't want to hear about the things that you're proud of, right? I think you're arrogant because maybe I don't have a lot of things to be proud of in my life. You know, maybe I don't have anything to brag about. So then when you brag about something or you boast about something, and you might be doing it in a way to you that sounds like, I'm trying to motivate this person, or I'm just trying to show this person how excited I am about the things that I do in life, and now I'm excited for these next opportunities, right? Maybe that person is like that in their head, and they're not looking down on you. I don't think anybody's ever intentionally trying to talk down to somebody, right? Like even to a homeless person, you know? And I think a lot of people, especially people who aren't like very well like versed in financials, or very versed in parts of their life that would turn them into something, right? They're not versed in it because no one's spent the time to talk to them about it, or they didn't allow themselves to listen to that person talking long enough because their lack of ego got in the way. You know what I'm saying? There's a lack of ego. What that sound like? It sounds like to me you ain't a lack of shit to be proud of. You know what I'm saying?
And I think a lot of things can be solved if you just checked your ego at the door. I just feel that certain people feel like you can't tell them certain things.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, maybe listen.
Yeah, I agree.
Listen to what they're saying, you know, disseminate what they're saying before you say something else. I just feel that I've learned that, you know, at a younger age, just coming from like my sister, like certified, like she'll jump off the roof. You say one thing, but she doesn't really hear what you're saying. She just hears the surface, but doesn't really disseminate what you're actually saying sometimes, and she'll just go overboard with it. And now, whenever somebody tells me something, I kind of like analyze it a little bit and like, okay, I see where you're coming from, or no, I don't feel where you're coming from, or ask them or try to dig a little bit deeper on what they're trying to say, you know?
Exactly.
Because sometimes even people that are, let's say vice versa, they'll just say some stuff and not think about what they're saying. So you have to reach reach out to them or try to get more from them to get the actual point across or get your point across. And
I agree with you, but like not a but like to add on to what you're saying, right? Like I think that too many people have conversations to win them, right? Like
yes,
it is.
yes,
It's like you said. Like I'm trying to get my point across. Maybe that wasn't the right word, right? You know what I'm saying? Like so instead of me saying like, oh, he don't know what he's talking about, he's saying to get their point across. No, maybe I should ask the question is are you trying to get your point across so they agree with you, or are you just trying to get the point across to where they understand you? You know what I'm saying? Because I can understand what you're saying and not agree with it, right? And I think that's important. Like we have to understand what each other is saying and where we're coming from.
and that's where like my head is at the present. Is just like, let me break it down, like simplify it for them.
Let me break it down
a little
for
bit.
you.
Let me simplify
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say, and let me finish what I'm saying before, and then let me hear what you have to say, and then let me wait to hear what you have to say before I say anything else. And I just think that it's gone a long way for me recently. And I mean, everything is at the present moment is good. The only changes is just what's going on with you, and it's just like I feel a certain type of way about your situation.
Yeah.
And it's just what can you do? Like
My boy always got my back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My boy always got my back,
And
I think the people that I work for directly have my back, right? Whether they're doing it in a way that helps me or hurts me, right? I know for a fact that the intentions is good, and like they're doing what they think is in my best interest, and they're saying things, and they're talking to people in a way that they feel like is in my best interest, and that's all I care about. You know what I mean? If somebody says, hey, so and so ain't doing you no favors, and I'll be like,
do you
Maybe.
honestly feel you got the right advice from your boss?
I honestly feel like that I got again what I just said. I feel like I got the right advice, and for the way that where my boss was trying to help me, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the way that they were going about it is in a manner in which they felt good about, and they felt was helping me, right? Just like I went about interviews the way I thought was right. And honestly, to be honest, I didn't care if it helped me. I didn't care at all. What I cared about is that I sounded like something that I would be proud of. You know what I'm saying? When I walked into that room and when I walked out of that room, I sounded like somebody that I can look in the mirror again. Not somebody be like, damn, man, you sold out. You sold out for that shit and you still didn't get that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I would have felt like I was then being oppressed. You know what I'm saying? Like that's and I think that's how people get that feeling of oppression, is when they feel like they sold out for something and they didn't get it. Or just that. They sold out for something and they didn't get it. That's when somebody says, you know what, you guys are racist. Because I was talking like in a manner that I felt was going to be pleasing to your ears. I didn't use any slang. I showed off a part of me that my friends and family would kind of talk shit about me for. They would say, you know what, you're not black. You know what, you're not black. We're gonna take your black card. You was acting like that. You were talking like that. You know what I'm saying?
not
Like,
to that extreme.
nah,
but
I went.
I get
You
what
know
you're
me.
saying.
I always go
Yeah.
extreme. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's just the way I felt. You know what I mean? Regardless, and I had people hitting me up saying like, oh, you know, so and so didn't do you any favors by the way that they communicated what your goals and aspirations were and what was going on in your mind and what you wanted for yourself.
And
I said this.
And that's kind of like
I said,
the,
okay.
the feedback that I got. I was like, did he give
okay.
him the right? That's what I want to ask you. Like, did he give you the absolutely right advice?
Yep, he did.
Okay,
he did 100%. And he's been telling me this the entire time that I've been there, that I've been with him. Right? He said, Andre, never change. Don't change who you are to fit what somebody else wants you to be. I'll get mad about certain things and I'll be like, okay, well then shit, they want a motherfucker like this, I'm gonna be like that. And then he was like, nah. What you are is great. What you are is brought you through hell and back in life, in your personal life and in your professional life. Why would you change it now? And why would you chameleon yourself? Are you going to feel good about yourself afterwards? Are you going to be able to look yourself in the mirror like you did before? If the answer is no, you know what I mean? This is one of those rhetorical questions. If the answer is no, then don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't do it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he said to people behind closed doors. It's how they interpreted and how they felt in their own mind and body. So if what he said caused somebody not to want me, then you didn't want me in the first place. You didn't ever want me. You know what I'm saying? You were trying to play the role.
I'm with you then, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I support it.
It
Sounds like you know,
bro,
you know where you at.
I know where I'm at. I know where I'm at in all parts of my life, bro. Like, cause I'm confident. I'm confident that the universe is going to provide. You know what I'm saying? Everything happens right on time. It may not be when we want it, but it happens right on time. I've been always talking shit about getting back out there on my entrepreneur shit and going out there and being on my own and being in charge of my own destiny. And guess what happened? I've been given that opportunity. And what am I gonna let it go by because I'm scared? Because I want to take the easy route. You know what I mean? That's the type of thing that I got to think about, man. When I first got with my wife, when we were just dating, right? Before her, I was in a shitty relationship, bro.
Story time.
I was in a shitty relationship, right? Like, girl was crazy. Freaking, we weren't being like the best to each other, like in each other's faces, outside each other. It's like we didn't give a fuck about each other, but we loved each other a lot. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, something happened. I parked my car where I wasn't supposed to park my goddamn car, right? And then it got towed. So, but my car was in her name. So I was like, fuck, I gotta call this bitch up. We had already broken up, right? But we had only been broken up maybe like 6 months, 8 months. So I was like, fuck, like, I gotta hit this girl up. So I go to hit her up and she's like, I can't believe you, da 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 da, cuss me out, like, you're a dumbass, blah, 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 blah. She's like, I'll be there. But by the time she get there, I done paid, they done already released the car to me and everything. As soon as they pulling out the car, it was actually a truck. As soon as they pulling out the truck, she pull up. And she's like, wait, what are y'all doing? And then she's like, what do you mean, what are we doing? Shit, we towed the truck. Person came, paid the money, get the truck. She's like, how y'all doing that? The truck is in my name. Right? So y'all running some old janky business anyway. Blah, blah. She started talking shit about the business. Then she started saying she gonna get the police involved if they give me the car. And then she's like, there's only one way you gonna get this truck. if you fuck me right now. Bro, true story. True story. You know where my wife was at? Nigga, around the corner. Like we in the office, right? Me and her standing in front of the door. My wife, my girlfriend at the time, she's like on the inside of the office, but in the corner, right? And we like right outside the door, and she behind me. And I look back. I look back at my wife, and she giving me that look like, if you do this shit, you ain't gonna never hear from me again, right? Low key, I can read her mind. And I look back at the girl and I said, Andre, I'm talking to myself in my head. I said, Andre, you said that you wanted a better woman. You said that you wanted a better life. You wanted something better for yourself. If you give in to this, you're saying no to all of that. I look back at her, and right as my lips was formed to say, come on, girl, I said, fuck that truck. You know what I'm saying? I said, fuck that truck, bro. And then me and my wife, we bounced out. And all of you hear is, fuck you, motherfucker. Da, 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 da. Even call me the F word. The
cigarette.
The LBGT plus.
Cigarette. She called you a cigarette.
Yeah. She called me that. I was like, oh, it's impossible. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, that was the last time I seen her in that truck, bro. But
and that's the same attitude you have with this.
That's the exact same attitude that I have with this, bro.
And she supported you throughout all this stuff, bro. Like you were, I don't know, you were at work. I came by to, I think, to feed the dogs or something. And she was like, "No, they don't deserve them. They don't do this. They don't, like, we're out of here." Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay. And I was just like, okay. And then if you look around here, man, U-Haul boxes, everything like
hella boxes. Shit.
It happened kind of quick, man. But
hey,
I'm happy for you, man. I appreciate everything that that we've been doing.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna continue.
Hey, we ain't
stopping. Dropping. I'm about to piss you off real quick though. Hold on.
I'm about to do some dumb ass shit. Yeah. Oh my God.
I'll put them in a cast. It's the last one here, so say what's up. She pregnant, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my little Lacey.
Say hi. Here, that's your baby.
Come here, girl.
Pregnant. Oh.
I know, baby.
Oh, you thought it was just one, huh? There's the other one right here. Say hi.
Hey, my headphones came unplugged, but whatever.
That's all good. So, man, I appreciate everything.
Really,
hey, also follow. What is it called?
Hey, follow our Instagram for my dog, God Frenchie, SD.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that one's pregnant, and you can see this one is in heat. So
she's in
Monday,
heat.
right?
Monday.
Yeah, there we go. So I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you listening.
Hello, baby.
See you on the next one. Oh,
yeah.
And that's Lacey, and this is Lonnie.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Lonnie don't like cameras.
Okay. Yeah. Alrighty.
All right, girly.
6 in the morning and I'm still drinking. Ain't no cap, nigga, ain't no faking. I got tips if the bitch gon' shake it. Never lacking, always got a thing on my hip. Bottle boy, I keep a couple baddies in the VIP. 101, it ain't no